Welcome back, guys. Wait, let me fix this. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Today I will be reacting to another Watch Mojo video. Sorry, my voice today is just awful. Anyways, yeah, I'll be reacting to another Watch Mojo video. The title of it is the top 10 horror movies that were ruined by awful endings. Now, I've never seen this video. It was not uploaded too long ago, like a day or so. So yeah, before we begin, I have no clue what movies are going to be on here. Some of them I may have seen, some of them I have probably never seen, some of them I may have liked, others I probably would agree with. But yeah, I'll talk about it after. Let's just hop right into this video.
Horror films knew how to finish with a bang and not a whimper. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 horror movies with terrible endings.
It's battery acid. Now you disappear.
Before we begin, we published
Damn, why is this video buffering?
new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at those horror movie endings that left us confused, annoyed, or underwhelmed. We aren't saying these movies are terrible per se, but their endings may leave a bad taste in your mouth. Also, a spoiler alert is definitely in order.
Surprise!
Weird. Number 10, The Gallows.
I've never seen this movie. I wanted to see it. So, this might hold my opinion.
This found-footage film for the MTV generation seemed like disposable entertainment from the get-go.
I actually want to see this movie, so...
we hoped we were getting a classic slasher film that takes place in a dark theater.
Yep.
But they decided to go the murderous ghost route instead.
I mean,
mirroring the opening scene where we witnessed the tragic onstage accident that caused the death of Charlie, the final confrontation with what seems to be Charlie's vengeful ghost is quite the snooze fest.
I need you back here. No!
Oh, Jesus.
A mostly static shot of the stage reveals the fates of our final victims, with some poorly choreographed high school acting, cheap video editing, and ghostly gimmicks that are far from frightening.
I still might see the movie, I probably just have a different opinion of it, so...
Number 9. They.
They. One word. They.
Julia!
Even Wes Craven as executive producer
though,
couldn't save this movie from bombing. Although weirdly similar to his Freddy Krueger films, They focused on a group of people who suffer from night terrors that begin to seem all too real. Death and destruction follow, of course, and our unhinged protagonist, Julia, is ultimately locked up in a mental institution. An alternate Wizard of Oz-like ending was filmed, where we realize all the characters were other patients she dreamed up. And considering the fact that the movie always seemed to hint that it's all in her mind, that would have been a fitting end.
I kind of want to see this now. I like those type of movies.
Creature suddenly jumping out of her hospital closet and dragging Julia to another dimension.
I like those types of movies.
Number 8, The Descent Part 2. The Descent series is full of controversy over their endings. The US version of the first film decided to cut the shocking and dark end of the British release in favor of a more sunshine and rainbows resolution that convinces us that Sarah somehow escaped the cave. This sugar-coated alternate ending led to this unnecessary sequel, with the authorities dragging poor Sarah back to the cave to prove her innocence.
Your friends could still be alive. You have to help us find them.
Why she would do this is beyond us, but she and her tour group get what they deserve. More confusing is the ending, however, where our hero is backstabbed and used as bait by the creepy mineshaft operator. What a crappy way to go.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Number 7, Devil.
Oh, I saw this
M. Night Shyamalan had already lost a crazy amount of momentum even before the release of Devil, which was his attempt to create an anthology series by giving lesser-known directors small-budget, creepy tales to tell. The Twilight Zone premise was certainly appealing, with this first effort following a group of people trapped in an elevator.
Yeah, this was a good
One of whom
movie.
is apparently the devil himself. The ending, though, strongly divided critics.
You think you can be forgiven?
After a bunch of people die, we should get the big who is it twist, right? Yeah, but what do we actually get? The devil is defeated when one of his victims repents for his sins, and is then forgiven for his crime. Is this a horror movie or an after-school special?
Okay.
The devil is real.
I get that.
Then God must be real too.
Number 6, Secret Window.
The only thing that matters
Window.
is the ending.
Yeah, nice.
Since 1999's Fight Club, Hollywood has been infected with the split personality twist ending. Overused and the biggest cop-out since the "it was all a dream" trope, horror films were not immune to its charms. You'd think with Stephen King's story power and Johnny Depp's acting chops, Secret Window would not delve into cheesy territory. But alas, most people saw the schlocky reveal a mile away, when our tortured writer figures out that his writer's block is nothing more than his desire to murder.
By the way, I want you to know that none of this was my idea. It was Mr. Rainey all along.
It seems like there are some things Johnny Depp cannot convince the audience of.
And her death will be a mystery, even to me.
Number 5, The Happening.
Okay.
Shyamalan strikes again. When you build
Let me just pause it. So, no matter how bad they are, I can tolerate them. But this movie, there's no going back from that. Especially, even though, sadly, because it has one of my favorite actors, Mark Wahlberg, it's just he doesn't belong anywhere near horror movies. Like, he's an awesome actor. He can act, but in comedy, or maybe even action, but drama or horror movies are definitely out of his pay grade. It was just, the acting was probably the worst part. I had no problem with the plot or the background or any of that, or the story setting, just the acting. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore. Just
build your career around twist endings, you better make sure that they're all of the caliber of The Sixth Sense. Although the running joke has been that his films and their endings have been declining in quality ever since, The Happening reached a new low in horror movie villain revelations. Even if we put the horrible acting aside, the sudden violent and suicidal tendencies that plague the world are a creepy and twisted concept.
We have become a threat to this planet. I don't think anybody will argue that.
It was hard enough convincing us that Mark Wahlberg is a science teacher, but now we have to believe that the plants and trees are the ones revolting against us? Leaves have never been scary, unless they're of the poison ivy variety.
that wasn't my biggest problem with the movie. It was one of them, not the biggest though. Just the
Number 4, It.
You'll never see me. You'll see only what your little mind can allow.
Okay, so last time I swear to God, but I'm just gonna say that the 2017 movie version of it was amazing. I've never seen this version, so I can't judge. But if I'm just going by between this one and the 2017 version of it, I'll stick with the newer version. Like I said, I've never seen this, so I can't judge. I don't know if it's bad or good. People have different opinions. So hopefully I'll get to see this one day, but alright, this is...
We can all agree that although it is now a cult favorite, the It miniseries from the 90s hasn't really aged well. The TV movie certainly has its creepy moments, and Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise will go down in history as one of the most iconic ever. However, the final confrontation between the Losers Club and Pennywise leaves you quite underwhelmed. From the terrible effects of the clumsy spider creature to how easily and quickly it's destroyed, a long miniseries about a terrifying clown monster suddenly comes to a close with barely any scares or convincing thrills.
What's with the bug?
The nightmare is over.
Number 3, Paranormal Activity 4.
I've never seen any Paranormal Activity
The first
movies.
Paranormal Activity shocked audiences with its simplicity and authenticity. But even the first film had some controversy, with the ending altered to please a wider audience. While all the films feature the same basic plot, and similar endings that lack any type of resolution apart from linking the movies together, the conclusion of the fourth film takes the unappetizing cake. taking the previous film's Witch's Coven ending to the extreme. A shocked Alex runs around trying to escape the demonic Katie, only to be stopped by a horde of witches in her backyard. Where did they come from and what is their relation to this story? Do not expect an answer.
Oh, Jesus.
Number 2. The Devil Inside.
It's working, right? Yeah, I've got under control, but I don't know for how long. You've got to hurry up.
Talk about unfulfilling, unsatisfying movie endings. We have another found footage film with a few decent scares and a promising story about a girl investigating her mother's apparent exorcism and what led her to be locked up in a mental institution. After the usual exorcism sequences, the young Isabella apparently gets possessed, causes a car crash while trying to be saved, and we are suddenly told to visit a website for further developments. Building up suspense should lead to a resolution, not homework.
Oh my god.
Before we unveil our
That's
number
kinda
one
dumb.
pick, here are some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
You're
I'm
carrying
bored.
twins.
This
Number
is
1.
so familiar.
Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Give Daddy the glove back, princess.
3D gimmicks are already groan-inducing, especially when a movie should be scary. The cheap effects, though, did not enhance or help the 6th entry in this popular franchise, which follows yet another group of kids being chased by Freddy, one of whom we learn is his daughter.
I remember when we used to hold hands together when I was a
Interesting.
kid. I didn't like it then either.
Although each film before it has ended essentially the same way, with the kids fighting hard and getting the upper hand, this film's cheesy finale has a completely helpless and powerless Freddy getting pulverized and then easily blown up by his own kid. Now where's the fun in that?
Funny thing is, it's a lot more to put up more of the fight. So that's disappointing.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Reaction to that video. Before I end the video, I just want to say that a few of those I did agree with the happening for sure. I saw that maybe 2 or 3 times. And I saw a few others I forgot. But then there were a few others I haven't seen, like the Freddy one, which I agree with, and Paranormal Activity. I could sort of see how that would be kind of terrible. The Gallows I definitely want to see, just to see if I can get the same feeling that these guys feel about the movie. I don't know if I'll like it or dislike it. This video won't change my opinion about it. I have to watch it before I get an honest opinion about it. So until then, I'm just gonna consider it a worth watching movie. That's it. I'll end up seeing it sooner or later. So yeah, with that being said, I hope everyone has a great day, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. I believe my most recent videos will be popping up at the end, so be sure to check those out. And yeah, guys, it's been pretty good, so let's keep this up. I'm almost there to 200, so let's just try to hit it. I'll work my hardest. If nothing's impossible, so I'm just gonna keep on trying at it. I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. So even if it takes me a year to hit 200, I'll still be here. I'm not giving up. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see everyone later. See ya.